This is Jess with the Bourbon Betters, coming to you from with a recap of Thursday's games and a preview for Friday's.
Earphones a little bit. Hey, freak.
All right, a review of Thursday's games. The best the best day that I've had yet doing this tournament. Let's start off with the Clemson-Arizona game. I told you to take Clemson. I told you they would advance. I told you to take them plus the 7.5. Both of those hit. They did advance. They did win the game. So the 7.5 point underdog didn't matter. And then I told you to take Gerard with Clemson for over 2.5 threes. He only had one, so that was a miss. And I told you to take PJ Hall under 16.5, and he had 17. So that was a miss. The next game, we had San Diego State versus UConn. I told you that UConn would advance. They did. I told you to take San Diego State under team total at 62.5. They scored 52, so that hit. And I told you to take Newton for UConn over 14.5, and he had 17. So that hit. Next, we went to Alabama UNC. I told you that Alabama would advance. They did. I told you to take the over at 173.5. It hit. I told you to take Ingram over 11.5 points. He had 12. I told you to take Ingram over 8.5 rebounds. He had 9. I told you to take Sears over 2.5 threes. He only had 2, so that was a miss. And I told you to take Bacot over 16.5 points. He had 19, so that one hit. And then the final game of the night last night was Illinois, number 3 Illinois against number 2 Iowa State. I told you to take Iowa State. I said that they would advance. They did not. So that was a miss. And I told you to take Shannon Jr. at over 21.5 points for Illinois, and he had 29. So it was a really good day. It was 3-1. If you look at the total advanced brackets of the 4 games, I gave you 3 winners. So we were 3-1 on the bracket, which brings the total for the tournament to 34-22. And for the bets, we went 6 wins, 3 losses, for a total of the tournament so far at 28 wins and 32 losses. But 6-3, and a lot of that was that North Carolina Alabama game. I was really hot in that game. I did a lot of studying on that one. I knew that it would be over, and I knew that the North Carolina kids would score just because of the lack of defense of Alabama. Alabama can outscore just about anybody. So I knew that was going to be a very high scoring game. But if you rode with me yesterday, you had a pretty good day. So y'all have a good day, and I'll be back to talk about the Friday games. Hey guys, if you like what you're seeing, hit the like button down at the bottom. Also, subscribe to the channel if you'd like. Leave a comment and hit that notification button. Hit that bell for notifications.
Suggestions in the comment. Let us know what you want to see us drink. Let us know what you want to see us review. Let us know what game you really want to hear about. We're here to let you know. We're here to win you money, and we're here to win money too.
This is Jess back with you with the Bourbon Betters. Going to talk to you about Friday's games in the Sweet 16. The first game is going to be the 11 seed North Carolina State, 24-14, versus the number 2 seed Marquette, 27-9. Marquette's a 6-point favorite. The over/under is 151.5. NC State defeated Texas Tech 80-67 and Oakland 79-73 to get here, while Marquette defeated Western Kentucky 87-69 and Colorado 81-77 to get here. I'm going to tell you to take NC State to advance. I really like the way they're playing. I'm going to tell you that to take them plus the 6, and I'm going to take Burns, the big man in the middle, to go under 14.5. Marquette's very strong defensively, so I don't think he will. I think he'll probably get around 13, maybe 12, but I don't see him getting 15. And then we're going to go with Colic over 7.5. I probably killed his name, but he's one of the guards for Marquette. He's going to have over 7.5 assists. They're really good at the pick and roll game, and that's not really North Carolina State's bread and butter with defense. So it's Kolek, I believe is how you spell it, but he's going to have over 7.5 assists for Marquette. The next game is going to be Gonzaga, 27-7, the number 5 seed, to take on number 1 Purdue, 31-4. Purdue is a 5.5-point favorite, and the over/under is 154.5. The Zags defeated Kansas 89-68 and McNeese 86-65, while Purdue defeated Utah State 106-67 and Grambling 78-50. It's going to be Purdue's first real test of the tournament, and I don't think they're going to advance. I think that the Zags are going to win this one. So I got the Zags advancing. I'm going to tell you to take the Zags plus the 5.5. We're going to take the over at 154.5, and we're going to take Edey to have 25.5 points. So over 25.5 points. The next game is going to be Duke, the number 4 Duke Blue Devils at 26-8 versus number 1 Houston Cougars 32-4. Houston is a 4.5-point favorite. The over/under is 133.5. Duke defeated Vermont 64-47 and James Madison 93-55, while Houston defeated Texas A&M 100-95 and Longwood 86-46 to get here. I don't have really strong feelings one way or the other in this game, but I do feel like Houston is going to advance. So that's where I'm going with this one, is Houston advances. And then the final game of the night is going to be Creighton, number 3 seed, 24-9, versus Tennessee, a 2 seed at 26-8. Now this has potential to be a really great game. Tennessee is a 2.5-point favorite. The over/under is 142.5. Creighton defeated Oregon 86-73 and Akron 77-60 to get to this point. And Tennessee defeated Texas 62-58 and St. Peter's 83-49. 83-49 to get here. And I've got Tennessee advancing, and we're going to take Connect for Tennessee to have over 20.5 points. That's going to be my picks for today, Friday's games. Good luck out there. Y'all have a good one.
All alone in the world so cold. I know some say I'll never learn, say I never learn. I spit fire and I bleed whiskey. Won't you please just let me burn? 'Cause I'll burn it down.